2 weeks ago in Rockford, looking for her first win in the championship round here in 1990. She is 0-4, trying to break the streak.
Wendy's father, Chris, is on hand this evening. Said Wendy invited him out to...
Good luck charm.
Yeah, but he said he felt like he could be a little bit of a jinx. And have to slap him.
All right. He is a highly competitive guy and has really enjoyed through the years watching Wendy compete. Of course, she is the first lady ever to win the U.S. Open as an amateur, and already has a storied career. She's won the Queens, U.S. Open. Quality player.
I have to correct you. Lori Nichols also won the U.S. Open as an amateur. Okay. She actually was the first.
All right. Well, I stand corrected then. Leanne-Barrette with an opening victory over her good friend Nikki Giannoulias now. She tries to start match number 2.
Leanne-Barrette really looking like she's concentrating very hard this evening. Doesn't seem to be enjoying herself much now. If it's because she was bowling Nikki, we'll have to see.
Pretty much in the zone right now.
That's probably exactly it. As we can see the line that her ball's playing, her ball going out. Once again, 8th board, then making the sharp break back. Ripping the 5 into the 7, the 6-pin slaps the 10, but the head pin's going to come over and make sure 6-pin got its job done. And just taking it all in, watching the reaction.
Trying to grab the early lead. Wall shot will not work, and the 7-pin remains. Leanne averaged 242 on the championship round pair this week, so she's behind the times right now. 14-10 match play record. Average 224.6 for the tournament. Of course, all 5 of our television finalists averaged 220 plus this week for the 42 games here in Albuquerque.
Leanne actually knocking down more pins than Wendy, but because Wendy won 3 more matches, she was awarded that number 3 qualifying position. And you can see there a 300 game in match play by Wendy-Macpherson, one of 4 300 games. Mary Martha Chernilia, Betty Morris, Linda Kelly, and Wendy-Macpherson were all shot 300 games this week.
This one high and through the nose, leaves the 6-10. As you can see, Wendy's playing a little deeper inside, perhaps, than our other championship round finalists.
Well, Wendy, really more of a direct player, told me that she was also trying to open up and get her feet to the left and project the ball to the right. And that, to me, is really not Wendy's game.
But it is a testimony to the fact that you have to be versatile, and sometimes you have to go away from what you like to do in order to qualify for the championship round.
Well, fortunately, she does have the speed. She is able to keep the ball on line. Wendy with a 5-step approach takes the first step, then pushes the ball out. You can see here very compact, actually dipped right shoulder.
More room, a little less speed. 7-pin wiggles around just a little bit as we're waiting for her first strike. Solid fall for Wendy-Macpherson. As we mentioned, she led in Rockford just 2 weeks ago.
Really has been bowling exceptionally well all fall.
I'm trying to think of what it must have been the 6th round. Well, she won, what, 14 of 16 matches the last day in Rockford, but the last night she averaged, what, 250 for the final 8 games? Just some incredible numbers.
Exactly. Threw a lot of strikes, really impressed the people, came out and lost that television match to Lori Nichols, and that's a tough thing to lose after leading a tournament.
Leanne goes back to work on lane 24 and drills a solid 10-pin this trip.
Leanne-Barrette with that lower bottom lip, checking it out. She's wetting her sole of her shoe. The approach is a little bit on the slippery side. Girls trying to keep their footing as they're going to the line. Said actually their push-off seems to be slipping out behind them a little bit.
Cross lane, and it hangs on. Yeah, you're right. A lot of times we talk about the fact that your sliding foot is the key foot, but in most cases it's not. It's the push-off foot. If that slips out from underneath you, you're in trouble.
Well, Leanne definitely having problems as she just fouled when she shot at that 10-pin. She just never stopped, kept going over the line.
Foul light's not on, but we do have a foul judge in Renee Fleming, and so Leanne-Barrette with a miscue in the third opens, and Wendy-Macpherson takes a 9-pin lead.
Trying to regroup.
Excellent shot, a professional shot. After a mistake, she comes back with a key strike. And we'll be back with more of match number 2 here from Albuquerque, New Mexico, right after these messages.
The Denner.
Welcome back, everyone, to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And in the 4th frame, Wendy-Macpherson left the 7-pin, and there you see the conversion.
Really a ripping shot on the first ball. Through the 5-pin right in front of the 7.
Back to live action through the nose, and there you see Wendy. Don't know if she lost that shot, if she's having trouble right now with the feel of the bowling ball, but that was not a good offering from her if she leaves the 6 or the 3-6.
Really appeared as if she may have hung up in it a little bit as she's looking down, kind of wiping her hands. That's always our first clue that something definitely didn't happen right with the release. It's nice for the players to do a few of those antics for us.
Yeah, so many times we're up here guessing, trying to project exactly what happened.
Wendy picking up her ball off the rack, definitely going to make some type of adjustment.
Well, she leads by 6, but if Leanne strikes here in the 5th, she goes back into the lead. A little more room, pretty good turn, and she dices up the rack, so Leanne-Barrette heads back into the lead. Take a look back to the 3rd frame where she tried to make the 10-pin and fouled.
Watch her sliding foot here, the left foot. She's going to just go over the line as she takes that very long slide. Just touches it.
Awful close.
Very close. But the buzzer did go off.
Leading by 4, trying to make it 14, and she does. A couple of explosive shots from Leanne-Barrette, who, when she has been tested this evening, has come through with flying colors.